What up, y'all? CJ here. Just at it again. Look where I'm at. Another little salvage type yard. I was here earlier. I ain't do my little video, but I wanted to get another little video. But this is a 1994 Silverado. Silverado 1500. The guy who had this shop or has this truck sold me the motor earlier today. So we were out here earlier today snatching the motor out the car. So the motor and transmission came with me. So now what I'm doing here now is I'm looking for the cow hood on it, so I can get what type of motor this was that we just pulled out of here. So that's what I'm doing now. But I'll show y'all the motor and stuff probably tomorrow or something of what it is that I got from him, if I can find the hood to it. I think he might have threw that somewhere else. But anyway, I'll try to figure that out and get back with you. Gone. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's CJ here. So here's the motor to that truck I showed y'all yesterday. I'm getting ready to actually pressure wash it now, clean it up. But what we have here is a 350 Chevy motor here, 5.7 liter, fuel injected motor. I might be wrong on that, but I noticed something the other day on this motor. The fuel lines run straight from the gas pump, or straight from the gas tank, I should say. This is a 700 R4 transmission here. First generation 4L60. This whole setup is a 1988, 1990 Chevy motor here. So I'm assuming this is when they were first starting with the fuel injection. Somebody that know what they really talking about might can see this, but see the electronic with the injectors here. The fuel lines come in right here at the bottom, right here, and on the side, straight from the gas tank. So I'm assuming that's fuel injected, because then when you look down here, the mechanical pump, it's no mechanical pump. If you can see that in there, it's no mechanical pump there. It's not even closed off. So it's a newer generation 350. The old ones used to have a mechanical pump right there. So that's not there no more. The old ones also used to have the oil stem right up in here somewhere. But it's not there no more. It's on the valve covers. So this is four bolt valve covers, which I believe this motor here is set up for a roller rocker, crank. So I'm gonna change these heads off of here, put another crank in here, probably change the intake and put an actual fuel injection system on here and run this car in my other old Oldsmobile. But what I'm gonna do right now, I done sprayed it and degreased it all down with the degreaser, the super clean. So it's been sitting here soaking for a second. So I'm about to get the pressure washer out and hit this bad boy before this next client comes. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now. So hold tight 1 second. Hold tight 1 second, y'all. rights to this music. Alright, here we go, yeah. Got the long handle out so I don't get it all in my face. Still got it. Now y'all see why I wear this cover on my hair all the time. So that I don't get nothing all in my head and going home with a whole bunch of mess in my head. That's why I wear that cover. Something to do. There it is, y'all. There it is. Hopefully you can see it. Get out the shade. Hopefully you can see her. She's a lot cleaner now. Got all the grease and stuff off of it. So I'm gonna get all this water from up out of it. Suck all this water out. No, that's probably gonna be it. But I gotta break this whole motor down before I can carry it to the machine shop, because y'all already know every motor goes to the machine shop first and then I rebuild it. So that's why I'm gonna change the crank, change the heads on it, and just build it up a nice, make it a nice little motor. But there it is. 350 with a 700 R4 on the back, fuel injected. We're gonna see how this gonna go. Alright, I'll holler back. Go on. What's up, y'all? CJ here. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's 4th was great. All of the above. Anyway, official. I'm starting another build on another cutty. Wanted to document the start of it. Already documented some of it from when I first got it to pulling the engine. I don't even know if I've shown this motor that I'm gonna be using for it. Say 5.7 350 1988 90s model with throttle body injection and a set electronic 700 R4. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna have this motor and tranny cleaned all up. This one here gonna be more like my cruiser, chill car my old lady drive when she wanna ride around in the old school, if she ain't with me. But this red cutty here already started some of the work. Of course, y'all already know I had to get this header panel worked already, so that's already done. I got to clean up this engine bay. I'm taking the air box out, and I'm gonna go with the little vintage air setup so I can clear this open, so I can put that motor in there and have full access to the motor, but still have AC in the car. Change that steering column there and that brake booster. I'm gonna change all of that stuff there. Put newer ones on there. Even though those, nothing wrong with those, are just rusty surface rust. I could easily paint that, keep it moving. But everything else, frame, everything else, gonna get painted, coated, cleaned and coated. So this engine compartment will be looking real good. The interior of this one, I've probably shown y'all this one many times, or shown it before, but the interior of this one was in pretty good shape. I took it apart in the back because I got to get that back ledge replaced. But besides that, the interior of this vehicle is, pretty good shape. But I'm still gonna clean it up. I'm gonna clean the dash up, get that looking better. Change the doors. I got the 2 doors sitting right here. I'm gonna put those doors on here. Cause these doors is rusted at the bottom. The common thing with these. Those 2 doors are in real good shape. So I'm gonna get those and put on here. Got a shifter in the floor. I'm gonna go with the digital gauges on this one to be able to hook up the electronic transmission. So I'm gonna put those in here when I hook that up. But everything else, I'm gonna try to keep this car close to original. I do have a rip here on the seat, here and here. That's the only rips in the car on the interior. I'm gonna get those either fixed or reupholster the whole thing, but I might just get this fixed and just clean everything, because literally this car, you can look at the back panels, it's in tip shape. Might have to get some of the plastics dyed, that kind of thing, but you know, it's in really good shape. So I'm gonna pretty much try to keep it as close to stock. I may have to do a little bit with these door panels, but I kind of like the old school look, so I might keep them looking like that. Just put new window sweeps and things in here to tighten the windows up and get the put some sound deadening inside the doors, things like that. So the body work is gonna be a little less than what my car was. This one don't have as many scratches on it. It does have a few little dents in little spots, but that's gonna be easy to fix. The main thing is from this quarter window back where the issue was. I had to take the top off to find that, but outside of that, if you hadn't taken the top off, you would have never found it. So as you can see, the rust across the back right here, this is what we call a packing tray. There's usually another piece sitting across here, which is right there, that sits across here, that sits above here to cover half of this packing tray. Well, the previous owner, when it first started, all they did was went and got some metal tape and sheet metal and laid it in there and put the tape over, and the water just kept running. So it rusted up here where the water was running, and then rusted down here on this side and made this side really, really bad. So the only thing I could do is get this back packing tray and deck cut out or trimmed out and replaced. So that's why I have that car there for those types of things. That's a parts car. So as you can see, the back of that's already cut out. So the replacement for that is here, right here. It's used, of course, but it's in way better shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this one up real good. And I have the welder come in on Saturday morning to weld this one in the back in here. You can look, it's still got a little rust on it, so he's going to work a lot of that rust. But the side that I need is in good shape. The packing tray all the way across is in good shape. The shelf is in good shape. If we do it right, we might be able to just lay and weld. So we're hoping to do it that way this Saturday. Once he welds that in and seam seals everything in good, the next step with this car is going to be to take off some of the things that can be taken off. Take these bumpers loose, the lights out, the trays, things that the body man would need out the way. The rest of the trim here, take the door off, take the windows out, some of the trim here, take that stuff loose because I'm gonna need to put new molding on it anyway, so he can paint it good. I'm gonna take that stuff off. The window chrome here and here, take that off, the chrome on the bottom, and all little stuff like that around the car. So I'm gonna remove all that stuff to make it easy for the body man. And I'm hoping to do a quick turnaround on this. I got another bumper for the front already. You see how it's rusted out there? I got another bumper that's sitting in the back over here, if you can see it, right there. Oh, where am I? Right there. So I'm gonna get that stuff worked out for this car. My other Cutlass, still in the body shop. Having back and forth with the paint man. It's starting to get a little irritating now because I'm the kind of guy, man, like if I want to get something done, I just go ahead and pay for it and get it done so I can get it over with. I'm assuming that's the same mindset most people be in. When you pay for a job, they feel like, okay, well, shoot, he didn't pay for it, let me go ahead and knock that out. But instead, I'm getting stalled, and there ain't no conversation or no money being returned for keep missing these appointment dates that I have. Because remember now, I got to get the top put on. You see how this one is? I got to get the top put back on. So I keep setting appointments with the upholstery shop, and I have to keep canceling my appointments. So now it's just whenever it gets out the paint shop, and that ain't cool because we know that car been in that paint shop now for like over a year. It's almost a year and 6 months at this point. So I was trying to do a quick flip on that one, get that one ready, because you see I got all the interior, everything else done. I've been waiting on this body man. The interior guy, he was getting me done a week, 2 weeks. Nothing was taking more than 3 weeks. So I got everything done with that. I did everything with the engine, got that running like it needs to. I got a couple little things, wiring wise, that I need to finish on that car, but I was expecting, you know, a quick 3 months, 2 months turnaround paint job, which is what I was told, but it's a year and 6 months at this point. So I'm trying to be patient, but patience runs out. You all know that. So simply just trying to get it, figure it out. So, but when it does come, I got rear bumpers, brand new rear bumpers for this vehicle here that's going on it. I got the chrome front bumpers like I just showed you for the other one that's going on both cars. Got to work that trunk, got a little rust around the bottom area of the trunk, if you might can see that, how it bubbles. All these cars do the exact same thing, but you can see where it bubbles around the back. So I'm gonna get that squared away, but you know, besides that, the car is in pretty good shape body wise. Ain't no rust on the floors at all. So that's the next project once I get my car completed. This stuff that I'm doing now, a lot of this stuff I can do myself, so it's kind of busy work to keep me busy, keep my mind off dumb stuff, keep my mind focused on what I need to be focused on, especially try to stay away from all the craziness that's going on in this world today. So, but that's the next project there. This vehicle here, I've had to change the part with this car. I'm actually going to trade this car for a paint job. A painter that I know, he been looking for a Cutlass. This is a 442. It's not in bad shape. It's in a shape because it's things that need to be done. It needs floors. It needs some cosmetic work done to it, but still has a motor, still has a tranny, still runs. So I'm gonna trade him this vehicle. This is a 86 Euro Clip 442. So I'm gonna trade him this vehicle for a paint job on this Tahoe here. This Tahoe here, Z71 Tahoe. As you can see, it's pretty clean. I've been driving it, but I want to paint it. I want to give it a different look. I don't like this black. It's black, so it is what it is. It got a few little dents here, but you know, it's a decent, pretty decent truck. Motor runs good, tranny runs good. Had to do a slight little work to it, but it's running good. I got it running pretty decent. A couple little things I still need to do to it as far as brakes and suspension. That stuff will be done before it goes to the paint shop. I have to replace this seat here. This is this rip, and this armrest is the only rips in the upholstery. So this will be replaced, and this seat cover will be replaced. Probably the seat cushion as well. I found a company online called the Seat Shop. They sell this part normally at $250, this part at $250, simple replacement. The armrest is like $40. Right now, I think they're running a sale. It's like 15% off. So I'm gonna probably take advantage of that and get this whole section redone. Had this seat looking pretty much new like that seat. But all the rest of the seats, if you look through the car, the rest of the seats are like brand new. The only other thing outside of this seat is the headliner. It's old, it got the smell of the previous owner to it, and the sunroof part is drooping. So I'm gonna have the headliner in here replaced as well, the same way I did on this one, on this truck. I'm gonna have that replaced. But other than that, you know, this truck's in tip shape. I believe I'm the second owner of this truck. The first owner owned a mechanic shop. He got old, and you know, everything on the truck was new, but he got old and just couldn't work on it, so he let his son drive it, and his son just didn't want to do nothing to it, so he just sat it down for over a year. I came and got it running and got everything going with it. He sold to me for next to nothing, so Rather than flipping it real quick, I figured, hey, let me go ahead and get it cleaned up, get it looking real nice, and then if the opportunity comes to flip it, then for what I paid for it, I'm really not putting no money into this car. I'm really just small fixing stuff that need to be done, maintenance stuff that needs to be done. But I'm gonna get it nice and clean first before I do anything. So I'm gonna get it painted, put some wheels on it, make sure it's running like it's supposed to, and then, you know, ride her. Tell somebody come with the right amount of money to offer me the right amount of money. So, but that's coming. This project is my next project. I'm not even really calling that a project. That's just something to do. Meanwhile, because really ain't no money exchanging hands with this one too much other than buying paint. But this one here, you know, I got a body man that's gonna be doing the work on this. That's pretty good. The paint man, still working that part out, because my guy, I want him to do it, but I don't want to be stalled out for another year, 2 years almost. I got to get stuff done. So I might have to go back to the painter who painted my van and my truck, and get him to do the paint work on this vehicle. Body work and stuff, I can get the right body. I got the right body man who really know what he doing. Gonna get these lines right, get all the doors and hinges and stuff lined up right. I got a man to do that. So that's coming soon. But the motor, it's gonna take about 2 months. The engine shop is a little behind right now, so it's gonna take them about 2 months to get this motor like I want it. So meanwhile, I'm just purchasing things like the headers, the throttle body that I'm going with, the electronic throttle body that I'm going with, the intake, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna get all that stuff together, do the whole write-up on this stuff, and make sure I'm putting the right combination together. I'm gonna have to keep these weak heads for now, because the heads I need for this cost $1,100 a piece, or for the set, I should say. I ain't trying to do that right now. Like I said, this is a cruise. I'm not trying to make this no race car. So I'm gonna get it running real good. I'm gonna get it tuned like it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna go with the flow. And like I said, I'm gonna drive it sometimes, but this is more so a project I'm doing for my old lady to be able to cruise in the old school with the kids as well. So that's what that is with that one. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. Just wanted to give a quick update. It's CJ the Detail Guy. Gone. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's CJ here. It's another video, another update on me ripping and racing, messing with these cars. Today, hopefully you can see it. In the back there, I got a motor I'm about to take to the machine shop. It's for one of my Cutlass builds. It's a 350 Chevy block, small block. Just gonna build it up, get it nice. I'm gonna put a cam in it, put some pistons in it, get it running pretty good. I'm not doing nothing too major to it. It definitely needs to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna get it all nice and cleaned up and looking good. Put that motor with a 700 match to it, in the red 83 O's. I'm just moving along with this is probably my next project. It's my first project stalling out because I can't seem to get my painter to put some pep in this stuff. So I'm dealing with that right now. But once I get up here to the machine shop, I'll cut y'all back on. All right, y'all. I'm here at the machine shop. This is my block. She nasty right now, but got her broke down. Got it broke down. It's a 5.7 350 block. Get ready to bring it in. What's up, buddy? Get ready to bring it in, get it together. I'm at my favorite shop, Apples. So we get ready to get her off the truck. So I'll hit you back as soon as I get it together. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm up in here, my favorite shop, Apples, machine shop. Got my buddy Chad on the phone, buddy Scott over there building motors. This is what I'm going for here, y'all. This is a 350, Chevy 350 here. It's got the ICT billet set up on it. Chrome front. So I'm kind of going for something like this. Mine is the manual pump. I got electronic, so I'm gonna be running a fuel regulator off of electric pump. But that's similar to what I'm gonna do. Y'all can see that. It look good with the headers wrapped. That guy did a good job on that one, but this is what they do. So just dropped off the motor. Let me see what Scott got going on. He's building up some stuff in here. What's this here? I don't even know what this is, but he working. He working. I ain't gonna bother you too much, Scott. Got one over there getting built. One here. Some pistons in there. This is my favorite shop to come to get some machine work done. So mine is on the chopping block, so I'll catch you back when I got something else. Say what up, George.
What up?
All right, I'll catch y'all later.